Welcome students. Today we are going to see about human digestive system. Human digestive system. The process of reducing food into smaller molecules that can be absorbed by the body is called digestive system. So, what is digestive system? It is the process of reducing food into smaller molecules that can be absorbed into the body. So, digestive system consists of two major parts, major organs and accessory organs. The list of major organs are mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. These are the major organs. Accessory organs, the supporting organs are liver, gallbladder and pancreas. So, overall human digestive system is the process of converting food molecules into smaller molecules that can be absorbed by the body. Major organs. First one, mouth. Mouth contain a pH of 7. The first part of digestive system. Mouth is the first part of digestive system. It is the entry point of food. Structures of mouth that aids in digestion. Teeth. It helps to cut, tear, crush and grind food. Salivary glands produce and secrete saliva into the oral cavity. First, saliva. It moistens the food. It contains an enzyme taline and salivary amylase begins digestion of starch into smaller polysaccharides. So, structures of mouth which contains teeth, salivary glands, etc. Teeth, it helps to cut, tear and crush and grind the foods. Salivary glands, it helps to produce secrete saliva. It contains an enzyme called taline and salivary amylase. It helps in digestion of starch from the mouth into smaller polysaccharides. Function, mechanical digestion, increasing surface area for faster chemical digestion. Esophagus, a tube connecting mouth to stomach and running through the thoracic cavity is called esophagus. It connects the mouth to stomach. Location lies behind the windpipe. Windpipe means trachea. The trachea has an epiglottis which prevents the food from entering the windpipe. They contain a cap-like structure called epiglottis which can prevent the food from entering the windpipe. The movement of food to esophagus while swallowing. It helps in the movement of food to esophagus while swallowing. Food travels down the esophagus through the series of involuntary rhythmic conditions, which means the wave-like conditions called peristalsis. So peristalsis means the movement of rhythmic contractions in the esophagus, which means a wave-like contraction in the esophagus is called peristalsis. Function. The lining of esophagus secretes mucus. It helps to lubrication to support the movement of food. The lining of esophagus secretes mucus, the lubrication to support the movement of food. Stomach. Stomach is a J-shaped muscular sac. Stomach is a J-shaped muscular sac. It has inner folds, rhae, increase the surface area of stomach. Stomach, J-shaped muscular sac. It has inner folds, rhae, increasing surface area of the stomach. Functions. Stomach performs mechanical digestion by churning of bolus and mixing it into the gastric juices secreted by the lining of stomach. It performs mechanical digestion by churning of bolus and mixing it with the gastric juices secreted by the lining of stomach. Gastric juices. Hydrochloric acid, salts, enzymes, water and mucus. Hydrochloric acid helps in the breakdown of food and kills bacteria that came along with the food. They help in the breakdown of food and kills bacteria that came along with the food. The bolus is now called chyme. The bolus is now called chyme. Enzymes in the stomach. Acidic environment, HCl secretion kills any microbes that are found in the bowels, creating a pH of 2. Mucus prevents the stomach from digesting itself. Pepsin secretion. It is responsible for initiating the breakdown of proteins in food. Hydrolyzes proteins to yield polypeptides. If the pH is 2, the enzyme from the salivary glands chop breaking down of carbohydrates. Small intestine. Small intestine is responsible for complete digestion of macromolecules and absorption of their component molecules. Example: glucose, glycerol, fatty acids, amino acids, nucleotides. So, small intestine is responsible for the complete digestion and absorption of their nutrient molecules. Parts. Small intestine is made up of 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum is the first part, middle is jejunum and third one is ileum. Duodenum. The first part is duodenum. It is U-shaped organ approximately 30 cm in length. This area completes most of the digestion process. Enzymes are secreted into duodenum from the pancreas and gallbladder. The duodenum is lined by folds called tissues of villi. The villi is covered by a fine brush-like structure called microvilli. These folds increase the surface area of the small intestine. It increases the rate of absorption. Jejunum. The jejunum is approximately 2.5 meter long. Although some digestion is completed here, it has more villi and microvilli. Its role is absorption to nutrients. Ileum. The ileum is approximately 3 meter long. It has fewer villi and microvilli that are other 2 parts. Although absorption is occurred here, it is responsible for pushing the waste material into the largest intestine. Functions of small intestine. 90% of digestion and absorption of food occurs here. Other 10% takes place in the stomach and large intestine. So 90% of the food digestion and absorption takes place in the small intestine. 10% happens in the stomach and large intestine. The main function of the small intestine is the absorption of nutrients and minerals from food. Components of large intestine. The large intestine is composed of several very distinctive parts: cecum, colon, and rectum. Cecum, colon. Colon consists of 4 parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. Cecum. It is the first section of your large intestine. It looks like a pouch, 2 inches long, roll, taking the digested liquids from ileum and passes through the colon. So its role is taking the digested liquid from the ileum and passes into the colon. Colon. Major secretion of large intestine. It is a major section of large intestine. Functions. The principal place for water reabsorption and absorbs salts when needed. It is the principal place for water reabsorption and absorbed salts. Component. It contains 4 parts mainly: ascending colon, descending colon, transverse colon, and sigmoid colon. Rectum. The final section is called rectum. It measures from 1 to 1.6 inches, which is 2.5 to 4 centimeters. Leftover waste are collected here, expanding the rectum, emptied through the anus. The wastes are collected in the rectum and emptied through anus. Functions of large intestine. First function, absorb water. One of the primary functions of the large intestine is to absorb water, prepare the waste as salt, stool, and expelled from the body. Absorb vitamin. Beneficial bacteria. The role of breaking down of undigested sugars and fibers into fatty acids to produce vitamins, of which vitamin K and biotin that absorbed back into the body. It reduces acidity. The fatty acids cause acidic environment. The large intestine produce alkaline solution, reduce the acidity and balance of pH in the large intestine, protect from infections. The mucus lining of large intestine acts as a protective layer, prevent harmful bacteria from being reabsorbed in the body. Accessory organs. The support the digestive system but not a part of digestive tract. These organs secrete fluids into the digestive tract and are connected by ducts. The accessory organs include liver, gallbladder, and pancreas. Liver. Liver is the largest of all organs. The mass is about 1.5 kg. Liver produces bile. Bile, it is a greenish yellow pigment made up of bile pigments and bile salts. It breaks down old red blood cells. Gallbladder. It is a storage sac. Bile is secreted and stored in the gallbladder. Food containing fat enters the digestive tract. Salts are secreted into the small intestine to digest fat. The bile emulsifies fat in the partly digested food, thereby assisting their absorption. Pancreas. The pancreas secretes a number of different enzymes into the small intestine. Role is to digest carbohydrates and lipids, proteins and completely. It also secretes bicarbonate ions. Role neutralize the hydrochloric acid from stomach, changes the pH of small intestine to a pH of 8. The pancreas will secrete about 1.1 liter pancreatic fluid per day. Thank you.